on the next episode of the Audiobook Lovin podcast.
Woohoo! Hey, Dane.
Oh, hey, Viv.
I have some exciting news to share. Do you have a minute?
For you? Of course I do.
Aww.
What's this exciting news you have?
Okay, so for 2021, I wanted something new and fresh and, of course, fun to include for the podcast. The light bulb went off when I had my first threesome. Stop. Multi-guest episode with author Kaylee Loring and narrators Mackenzie Cartwright and Connor Craze. I loved how laid back it was and the concept overall. And bam, new series popped into my brain.
Okay, that sounds pretty good. So how is this going to work?
So that episode inspired me. It was so much freaking fun. And I just loved Kaylee's energy. The idea of this new series is with authors interviewing their narrators that they hired for their books. There's so many different options and dynamics.
I think I see where this is going. Carry on.
So again, really loved the energy and of course Kaylee. And there it was. New year, new series with Kaylee Loring. Came up with a plan and approached her and it's official.
That's awesome, Viv. Congrats. Okay, so now what are all the details?
This will be a new quarterly series that has Kaylee interviewing her narrators. This series title is so cool. Are you ready?
Yes, ready. Hit me with it.
It's Never Boring with Kaylee Loring.
Ah, I like that. And it's factual. Kaylee is definitely not boring.
Right? She's a riot.
Okay, so hold on. What about the Shane East Meet series?
It's totally serendipitous. Shane is pretty much booked solid for the next couple of months and can't commit to consistent schedules for the podcast. And we didn't want to keep people up in the air as to when the next episode would occur. And of course, add any additional stresses to already busy lives. So the Shane East Meets series is on hiatus for 2021. Bummer, but that means we're getting more Shane East narrated titles, which is awesome for listeners.
Makes sense. New year, new adventures. Okay, so back to Kaylee Loring in this awesome new series. Give us more information, Enchantress. When is the first episode? Who's her guest?
Well, I don't know. Should I share?
You do like to tease.
Me? Nah, you don't say.
Ev?
Okay, fine. First episode of It's Never Boring with Kaylee Loring will air on Friday, April 2nd, and her first guest will be narrator Zachary Weber.
Oh, that'll be awesome. And something to look forward to.
Yup.
Will you be part of the conversation as you were during with that threesome? Well, technically there were 4 of you, so...
Ding, multi-guest episode.
Sure, multi-guest. Will you be part of that dynamic?
Yes, in a way. I'll be there to set up the episode and just basically hang out. It's Kaylee's rodeo. I'm just there to have fun, which I cannot wait for.
Well, this is exciting. I can't wait to hear the first episode.
I know, I'm so freaking thrilled.
While you have us here, anything else you want to share with your listeners?
I'm switching some things around for the Patreon tiers. Patreon members will receive an update from me soon via email. I'm also working on some fun new things for Patreon members. So if you're not a subscriber, you're going to want to join. And some of those new stuff that I'm working on actually includes you, Dane. But I'll talk to you about all that stuff later.
Oh, do they now?
Later.
Fine.
And don't worry, nothing to do with the laundry thing. Listeners, if you know, you know. If you don't know, go follow Dane on Twitter. Anyways.
Anyway, the podcast. It returns on Friday, February 5th then?
Yep, as I've been busy planning and scheduling things. Lots going on, but exciting about what's going to come.
Well, thanks for sharing the great news with me and the listeners.
Of course. That's it for now. Thank you for being part of the Audiobook Lovin podcast and being part of this announcement with me.
Hey, thanks for bringing me along for the ride. I appreciate it.
Thanks again, everyone, and for hanging out with us today. And make sure to follow us on our social media platforms. I've included the links in the announcement post on Viviana Enchantress of Books. And until next time,
happy listenings.